chained up sacks of XP. This was 30 years ago, during the days of AD&D 2nd edition, when I was a middle schooler. I played very briefly in a D&D game with a group of other preteens that I remember very little about, but one event stuck in my head. The party came across a group of slavers that we defeated. Afterwards, we were left with a handful of chained up enslaved kobolds. The rest of the group decided that we should kill the kobolds for the XP. Looking back, this is a misinterpretation of the XP rules, as simply slaughtering defenseless creatures wouldn't result in any experience points, but everyone at the table, including the DM, believed that the rules worked this way. So it came down to the morality of the action. I was the only one who argued that murdering defenseless creatures for no good reason was an evil act. The other players said, well, they're lawful evil anyway. Though as I remember it, they clearly weren't wanting to prevent the kobolds from causing later harm or anything like that. They just wanted the experience points, and were arguing from a very metagamey perspective. I lost the argument, the kobolds got slaughtered, I didn't come back the next week. A few years later, a college group I played with ran across what was intended to be a fluff description in a published dungeon of a nest of troglodyte eggs, also evil. We argued for an hour over whether to destroy the eggs, leave them alone, or bring them to civilization and raise them in a non-evil culture. This argument was all done from an in-character perspective and was not about gaining XP. It was much more my speed. I stayed friends with that group for years, though the game itself fell apart fairly quickly.